Every time you open a news app, you are likely hit with a barrage of anxiety about artificial intelligence. Across consumer and industry sectors, people are deeply worried about losing their jobs, being governed by autonomous machines, and lawmakers are even starting to debate the concept of robot rights. Yet, despite all the oxygen it takes up in the room, artificial intelligence remains the most deeply misunderstood technological subject of our time. The public conversation hasn't been shaped by computer scientists. It has been hijacked by decades of science fiction tropes and sensationalized headlines that prioritize clicks over code. Because society is fixated on an apocalyptic cinematic future, we are completely missing the practical technology developing right in front of us. To see where this technology is actually going, we have to forcefully separate speculative fiction from factual engineering and dispel the hype surrounding the industry. Once you strip away the panic, you find that the grounded reality of superintelligence is far less dramatic than a Hollywood blockbuster, but it is intensely critical for our immediate future. Let's start with the most persistent myth, the imminent arrival of fully autonomous, sentient robot overlords. The factual reality is that true, superintelligent humanoids are locked firmly in the realm of speculation. The developmental timelines you read about online are wildly exaggerated. Instead, the actual wave is generative AI. Human input feeds into a central node, branching into outputs like text, code, and design. This disrupts traditional arts, fueling job killer fears. But functionally, it acts as a technological co-pilot, reimagining creation rather than eliminating the human creator. Instead of fighting off a physical machine coming for our desks, we must focus on the societal challenge of adapting to technologically assisted human creation. Zooming out to the broader tech industry, we also have to dismantle the idea that artificial intelligence is on an unstoppable, exponential upward trajectory. Right now, the industry is facing a severe reality check. Forecasters and researchers are predicting what is known as an AI winter. This winter represents a well-documented cyclical period in tech. It is the exact moment when the initial blistering hype cools down and rapid financial investment begins to freeze. This chill is setting in today because investors and engineers are becoming increasingly cautious. They are hitting the actual physical and computational limits of current language models. This inevitable cooling period demonstrates that artificial intelligence is subject to the exact same grounded economic and scientific gravity as any other technology. The myth of runaway, infinite superintelligence simply doesn't hold up to the physics of server farms.
If the science fiction narratives are false and the technology has clear physical limits, we have to ask a more fundamental, philosophical question. Why are we engineering these systems in the first place? The movies tell us we are building adversarial systems destined to replace us, but the actual blueprints driving technology researchers tell a completely different story. There is a strict ethical framework driving modern robotics and AI development. We do not build intelligent systems to make humanity obsolete. The true objective is collaboration. These machines are designed strictly to assist us, to help us live better, and to elevate our inherent human potential. Recognizing this collaborative intent is crucial. It allows society to stop viewing artificial intelligence as an existential enemy that we have to constantly fear. When you shift that mindset, artificial intelligence transforms from a source of daily anxiety back into what it was always intended to be, a highly advanced practical tool. Humanity isn't being replaced. By discarding the science fiction hype, we can finally focus on the practical reality, using these systems as tools to help us live better.